Hi Megan, Sherry here. So you asked for a twin flame reading. So I'm going to do an uncut reading for you, and then I'm going to stop the video and have a good look at it and give you a summary. Okay, so I'm using the John Holland Psychic Tarot for the main energies. My cards for clarification, and Colette Baron Reed's Enchanted Map for a message from the universe. Okay, so for your recent past position, solar plexus chakra. So you're trying to find your power, or you did find your power. Sorry about that. This is coming in a past position. So you've stepped into your power. You feel a lot of strength, and you're tapping into wisdom and knowledge, and your heart centered. You're using all of your chakras to move you forward with this powerful energy. Okay, so for his recent past, Six of Pentacles. So he was looking to the future in an optimistic way. He built up a foundation. He's laying or has laid a solid foundation, and he's planning and working towards a bright future where he can feel abundance. So this also talks about receiving some sort of reward. It refers to victory and success. You're being acknowledged for your craftsmanship, your talents, how much effort you've been putting into the 3D world. So it's like a pat on the back. The Six of Pentacles also talks about being open, priming that pump of giving and receiving. It's the law of attraction. What you put out, you get back. So if you share, you will receive. So this is in his recent past. He's looking to the future to materialize something in the 3D world. Okay, so for your present position, Four of Pentacles. So the feminine got this in the Divine Masculine reading, I believe. I can't really recall, but it was coming in her external environment. So this is about laying a solid foundation. So currently you're working towards building something for the future, and this card is here to confirm that what you've been working towards is now strong and solid. So what you were working towards in the past is now strong. Okay, so for the male's present position, he's got the Eight of Cups. So this talks about withdrawing from chaos, from negative emotional trauma and drama. It's finding peace and serenity, stilling the mind, and finally being ready to let go of past hurts, and move forward, finally move forward into the light. Okay, so for your near future position, Hermit, Solitude, Major Arcana. So you're going to be connecting with Source. You're going to be continuing to gain knowledge and understanding about what it means to be conscious and awake and connected to your inner knowing and higher purpose. You are trying to find your path, and you will find your path. And this talks about also, withdrawing from society, from conditioning, from the outside material world, and going within to listen to that voice within. So no longer feeling attached to possessions in the material world. You find comfort in being with yourself and not having attachments. Okay, so for his near future, nice, base chakra. So this talks about shelter, safety. It's all the basic needs that you need for survival. And it's a 1, so it's laying a foundation. So there's a lot of, foundation cards in your reading. It's working towards that future, trying to manifest something into the 3D world, something that you can touch and taste, and ultimately enjoy. Yeah, so I'll pull I'm actually probably going to pull clarifiers for them all. Okay, so for final outcome for your side, suffering in silence, the 9 of Swords. So this is staying up at night, worrying, being consumed with thoughts, anxiety, stress, not being able to escape your mind, feeling like you deserve punishment for the mistakes that you've made in the past, holding on to guilt, self-blame. So this is a self-imposed prison. Those thoughts aren't real. They're things that you've made up in your own mind to explain reality in front of you, but really it's just a projection of your mind. None of it's real. So you need to detach yourself from something. There's a sense of wanting to be rescued in the future. Possibly from the sensation of solitude, of feeling alone. Maybe you're ready to come out of this state of solitude. I don't know. I'll pull clarifiers for that. Okay, so for the masculine's outcome, nice. 3 cups. Union. That's 2 energies coming together to form 1, which is love. It talks about the feeling of love, how it makes you excited. You're on top of the world. You want to shout it out to everyone. And you want to celebrate it. So it also talks about true love and how it makes you feel. You can feel it moving through you, and it wakes you up. It makes you realize that you're connected to something much greater when you truly experience true love. You'll know that you're meant for something, more. You're meant to be on this earth to experience love. Okay, so for the energy you're bringing into the reading, 2 of Wands, the waiting game. So yeah, it seems to me like you've been waiting. and you want answers. You feel alone. The Two of Wands also talks about a decision that needs to be made, a choice. But the choice that's made is based not on fear, which is this card. This is fear, anxiety. These thoughts are controlling your mind. Whereas this decision is based on wisdom. It's a calm, confident, carefully thought out and weighed decision. So you've put a lot of thought into something. You've worked towards it. Something that sparks that fire within you. And now you're waiting for the payoff, but the payoff is assured. Or this could mean that you're waiting for a decision to be made. But you're not fearful of the decision, possibly. I'll pull a clarifier. Okay, so the energy that he's bringing into the reading: truth, judgment, the grand awakening, consciousness. It is a rebirth, stripping away old identities, beginning again, brand new person. It represents significant changes are about to occur. And to weigh your next step very carefully, because it will have far-reaching consequences. So this also talks about truth and following what you know to be true, being honest with yourself when it comes to releasing the things that no longer serve you. And once you release those things, then you will open up new paths, new ways of thinking, new ideas will come your way. Synchronicities will come your way to help guide you towards your higher purpose. So this also talks about being connected to the collective consciousness, being awake, being connected to your higher self, and listening to your truth. So this is the energy that the male is bringing in. He's bringing in truth. This is also a karma card. So what you reap, you sow. What you put out, you get back. Same idea as this one. Except for this is has to do with awakening, judgment. It's like replaying your entire life and looking at it from a different perspective, realizing, it is just a movie in your mind, and you don't need to, attach yourself to all these stories. It's an awakening. It's a stripping away of these falsehoods. Whereas this is, it talks about karma coming back to you in that, you're generous, you're being giving, and when you give, then you receive. But there's this definite sense of being open and being awake. Okay, so for your foundation, in beginning, wow, the masculine got this twice in the 11:11 reading and the divine masculine. So it's a brand new beginning. It's stepping out on a new adventure, detaching yourself from those self-limiting beliefs. It's feeling like a child again, viewing the world through innocent eyes, and being enthusiastic about this new beginning. It could also be a very scary step to take, not really knowing if you're making the right decision. But ultimately, if you're listening to that voice within you that is guiding you, you know, that your truth, it will ultimately lead you to your most authentic self. So follow that. Then, any step that you take will be the right one, as long as you're, you know, orienting your compass to true north, your higher purpose. So, yeah, in the foundation of the reading, there's this new beginning, this new start that's, waiting in the wings. And, generally this says that the waiting is almost over when this card shows up. So for the crowning energy, nice, stand your ground, coming into your power and speaking your truth, finding courage, being brave. Rising, the phoenix rising. So it's not backing down. Don't surrender. Don't give up. Don't walk away. You're almost there. Stand up for yourself. Be brave. Shout it out to the world. Your voice needs to be heard. Okay, so the energy that you are sharing, your heart-centered energy, disconnect and boredom, the Four of Cups. So this is the opposite energy. Here he's looking towards the future, looking towards the light, where in this card he's turned towards the dark. So there's a sense that there's stagnation. Things aren't moving forward the way you want them to. So it can cause you to feel disconnected. So it can also represent, an offer coming in from the universe, an offer of love, and one or both isn't accepting that offer. But ultimately, it looks like it's all your point of view, how you see the world. Do you see it as union, which is his outcome? He's concentrated on love and excitement, true love, whereas the outcome for the feminine is this sense of dissolution, like you're alone, you're suffering, focused towards the dark. Okay, so I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck. Oh my god, nice, congratulations. Twin flame, union. It's a lover's card. So this connection that you're inquiring about is a divine union. It is the 1111 twin flame connection. It's two mirrors coming together, two reflections, two halves of the same soul, finally uniting. So I'll pull cards for that as well, okay? Okay, so now I'm going to pull some clarifiers. So I want to know, what is this solar plexus? So this is like using everything within you, whether it's spiritual, emotional, physical, mental. It's calling upon all of your resources in order to find strength and courage to move forward. So this is in your past position. So I want to know, why do you feel that you needed to tap into your solar plexus? Okay. Nine of Swords. Again, you got this as your final outcome. So it seems to me like you're in a loop. Your past, you're bringing in, trying to find courage and strength to move past this prison of the mind. In the future, you will be in that state of suffering, like you're imprisoned, and then trying to find strength, going within, finding your spiritual knowing and truth, and then coming back out and, looping back through again. So I'm going to pull a clarifier for that card up there. So you're currently working on freeing your mind, finding the strength to free your mind. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles. What is this foundation? A Sun card. The best major arcana you can ever ask for. It is a resounding yes. It is success, triumph, victory. Everything that your heart's desire, your dreams manifested. It is a brand new start. It, in the Rider-Waite deck, it depicts a child on a horse. So it's reconnecting with your innocence, feeling free like a child, playful, unrestricted. So the card that I pulled it for was the Four of Pentacles. So you're being recognized as, putting a lot of hard work into this 3D manifestation, and Spirit is saying that your hopes and dreams are going to come true. Everything that you wanted is coming your way. Your future is bright. Okay, so for the Hermit card, in her near future, Four of Swords. So this is a conscious retreat. You are, in the near future, you will be going within to heal your heart. There's something you need to release still in order to get out of this loop. And Spirit is telling you to connect with your higher self. Connect with other people that are like-minded. And that way they will help guide you to find your higher purpose, your inner knowing, and you'll feel freer to express yourself. So the Four of Swords, yeah, that's retreat. It is pause, but it's to heal your heart after a difficult situation. Whereas this is a retreat for spiritual knowledge. It's about finding your light within and making it shine brightly for others to see, to help guide them out of the dark. Okay, so what is this Nine of Swords up here? Five of Pentacles. So it's a sense of feeling left out. In the Rider-Waite deck, this depicts somebody who is like a couple who is standing outside of a church or a building, and they're left out. They've left out in the cold. So this could be a financial loss or just a feeling of being abandoned, or, here I have a man shooting himself in the foot. So, it could be a self-imposed self-sabotage kind of thing, where you want to release yourself from something, this sense of being left out and alone. There's a sense that you feel disconnected. So I'm just going to pull one more card. Just one more card, please, Spirit. Nice. Lover's card again. Twin Flame. So these are my cards. So my intention with this card is Twin Flame Union and nothing else but that. So as a final outcome, you will be released from this suffering, this feeling of being out in the cold, this feeling of disconnection and aloneness. So true love is surrounding you. The union is divine. It's, a twin flame, 1111. but you just need to be patient and look towards the sun. Don't give up. So turn around and focus on the positive in life. Okay, so for the Six of Pentacles on the masculine side, please. What is that? Eight of Wands, communication. It's a fast-directed energy coming towards him. But my card is specific about communication. It would be texting, instant messaging, like Facebook, or even a phone call. But she's on a phone here communicating. So I'm getting the sense that he's worked towards this future. He feels successful. He feels connected materially and spiritually. So he feels abundant in those areas, and he wants to move forward, and he wants to communicate that. Okay, what is this Eight of Cups, please? Six of Pentacles again. So that was the card below. This one here, the red one. So it's coming up in his present position. He is withdrawing. I'm going to pull one more. What is the Six of Pentacles, please, Spirit? Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so he is withdrawing presently so that he can provide this happy ending in the future. So he's working towards this goal, this ultimate ending. That sun in the sky. So the Ten of Pentacles talks about the state of feeling like you've arrived. You've worked your entire life to get to this moment where you can retire and feel peaceful and spend time with family. So yeah, he's working towards being open and building this future. Okay, so what is this base chakra? I think I kind of already answered the question. Two of Pentacles. So he's the Two of Pentacles talks about finding balance when there's chaos, when you're surrounded by chaos, being flexible, bending with the wind. But you got the base chakra, but you also got this two, which is, working towards a goal, manifesting something in the 3D world. It could also represent a choice. Choice that has to do with something in the material world. But basically it talks about balance. So having that new beginning in the 3D, trying to manifest it and stay balanced. Okay, so what is this Three of Cups? Communication. This is the Page of Swords. This is open, honest communication. Pages are messengers. So there's a sense that the masculine wants to communicate his love, the way he feels, but be open and honest about it. He wants to be truthful about his feelings, but come in this awakened state. Okay, so what is this Two of Wands, Spirit? Three of Cups again. That's this here. So you're waiting for union. You're waiting to reunite. You feel abundant in love, and you're just waiting for that moment to come. Okay, what is this truth card, Spirit? Okay, well, Ace of Pentacles, brand new start in the 3D world. He is offering his truth. He's awake. He has a deeper knowledge, and he wants to offer this new start in the 3D world, plant the seed. And so for the Four of Cups, please, for the feminine first, justice, truth, karma coming back to you again. Very similar to the Judgment card, but this is 11. It again, it talks about what you reap, you sow. But the ruling will be in your favor. So if you're feeling a sense of darkness or loss or a disconnect, like things aren't moving fast enough, Spirit is saying have faith that the tide is turning, and it will come back to you in a good way. Okay, so for the masculine, communication, Page of Wands. Something exciting. This card makes me laugh. So something that's exciting, something that drives you forward, something that's passionate and sparks desire inside of you. So he wants to communicate. He is actually the sun. He is happy and excited. He's moving forward with a plan. So yeah, so this is just kind of repeating exactly what the reading here is showing me, that there's a sense of sadness coming from your side, the dark, and on the masculine side there's this energy, this aliveness, this looking at the sun. Well, I guess you both are looking at the sun. In the Nine of Swords up here, you are as well. So I think you're going to realize that maybe you were, inflicting harm on yourself by feeling that you were trapped, that you had no way out of the suffering, and that it is just an illusion. And then that way, once you release this, negative energy, then the twin flame connection will happen. Divine union. That's what the entire reading is based on. Your actions will determine your future. It's all about how you handle yourself and how you view reality. Is it, horrible and you need to be rescued, or is it, meant to be divinity, destiny? Okay, so yeah, currently he would like to communicate something that sparks desire in him. He wants a new beginning. He wants to send that message to you. And you're wanting truth. You want to be unlocked from the darkness, the not knowing. Okay, so what is the Fool card at the bottom here? Please, Spirit. 0, new beginning, the Fool card. I'm going to pull 2 cards for this as well. Okay, so beginning with the feminine. Waiting. The foundation of the reading is you waiting. waiting for the ships to come in, waiting for the payoff, waiting for the tide to turn. You want this new beginning. And Spirit is asking you to be patient. The waiting is almost over. Be patient. Okay, so for the masculine, Ten of Swords. There's a sense that he's cutting away his old life. He's letting go of the past. He is stepping forth with his truth, his knowing. He's moving into his authenticity. So that requires, this new beginning requires an end. Ten of Swords. It requires sacrifice, though, and yeah, something that's going to be keeping him up at night. And no, actually, sorry, this means it's an end to feeling stabbed in the back and left for dead. So he's getting rid of all this negativity, all this negative energy that he's acquired, and looking at his future with the child's eyes, innocence, new start. Okay, what is the Seven of Wands, please? 2 cards, starting with feminine. 10 of Cups, awesome. The crowning energy is holding and wanting this happy ending, this emotional bliss, peace, harmony, ultimate satisfaction. Spirit is saying that it's coming. So don't give up. Okay, so for the masculine, success, victory, triumph. The Six of Wands, it's triumph. It's, look, you're both standing here at the top of the mountain, excited, ready to have this, new start, this abundance, this overwhelming emotion and love. Okay, so now I'm going to pull 2 cards from Call It Baron Reed, Enchanted Map, and then I will have a look at the reading to see if I can find any synchronicities, any number patterns, any messages I might have overlooked. Okay, so for you, the message from the universe, metamorphosis. You need to go through a rebirth, transform into the butterfly. So let go of these self-limiting, negative self-image, self-doubt, things that are keeping you up at night, finding your strength. So Spirit is asking you to find your wings. Okay, so for the masculine, making a choice. He can choose to step towards light or towards the darkness. So he's looking to the future, planning. Here is that choice being made. So he will be making a choice, it sounds like. So, yeah, I think I'm going to pull a clarifier for that one. I'll pull 1 card each for the messages from the universe. So for metamorphosis first, 5 of Swords, walking away from conflict, believing in yourself, not the stories, and the masculine, 1111. Whoa, oh shoot, hold on a moment. Sorry about that. So that's the twin flame connection, 1111. This means a divine union, twin flame. So he's made a choice to move towards his true calling, his authenticity, his higher higher knowing, his higher purpose, his towards union. But it requires you to change perspectives, or, you know, shed the past, move through the veil, face your shadow aspect, and release, heal. All right, so I'm going to have a look at that, and I will get back to you. Cheers. Okay, so I've had a chance to reflect on the cards. So ultimately, the overall energy is union, that divine 1111 connection, spiritual, the coming together of dualities, merging of souls. So on the feminine side, you are stepping into your power. You're realizing that you are the sun, that you have strength. You are building that foundation from past lessons, and stilling your mind, finding peace and solitude, and transforming, letting go of the past so that you can allow this true love to come forth. And then the waiting will be over soon. So yeah, we'll start with your side, and then I'll go on to the male aspect here. So the first card, I can, the solar plexus. So finding strength and courage, willpower to move forward. And with it, you got the 9 of swords. So you got 3 9s here. They're all the blue tag. So you are nearing the end of a completion of a cycle. You're ready to let it go. So this is your past position. So yeah, you're releasing these negative thoughts, and you're stepping into your power. The next card up is firm foundation, and that comes with the sun card. So the sun card is all about, you know, finding that power within, becoming the sun. So I wanted to read that to you. And yeah, the 4 of Pentacles, it's laying that foundation and feeling strong about it. Planning for the future. Okay, so let me just stop it there, and I will read the sun card to you. Okay, so I'm reading from the Tarot Illuminati. The sun, the light of truth. So truth is a recurring theme, very strong theme in your reading. Let the darkness flee and the shadows melt away. Let life spring forth where my rays of light land. I am the center of all life and the source of it, and I am also the destination. As once you came forth from me, little spark, so you desired awareness of me and unity with me. And now you are no longer a spark, but a bright, blazing flame, wondrous to behold, riding triumphantly and bearing the banner of my light. You are the child of my golden dawn, the little sun upon the earth, but you have always been thus. You just lack the awareness of it. You have walked through many shadows, seen many kinds of truth, been offered many sorts of illumination, but it is only I that can grant you true enlightenment. Never let your gaze turn from me. Follow truth and illumination with every step henceforth, and take my hand, sunchild, as we herald the light of truth to the world. Watch us rise. And he's bringing truth into the reading, and so are you. Yeah, the 2 cards together, I see you that as a rising phoenix from the flames. You're finding your power. And like I said, building towards the future. That was in your present position. This is in your near future position. So it is the Hermit card, solitude, and that's all about, you know, withdrawing in order to go within to find that inner truth again. And then the card that accompanies it is the 4 of Swords, and I wanted to read that to you as well from the Tarot Illuminati, because it speaks of truth as well. So, the 4 of Swords, the Oracle of the fertile mind. O weary, worn truth seeker, don't you tire of your mind wandering like an ascetic? I don't know what that is. Weeping and feeling the pains of realization. The mind can only entertain so much thought and activity before it begins to fray, and no truly good thought was ever born from a mind that did not pause. Quieten your mind, philosopher, and be still. In that chamber of stillness, let your mind lay down in the fertile fields of rest. There it will take root, and its seeds incubate and germinate in the rich earth. So sleep, rest, be still in the mind of your sleep. I shall bring you visions and great words to fertilize your mind. Let your thoughts seek peace and resolution, and you will become the temple of the oracle of the mind, in which stillness and quieting of thought and speech brings to birth truth and wisdom. So the important part is the sense that there is a seed that has been planted and it's growing in this womb, and your ability to still your mind helps fertilize your surroundings, your reality, and bring these manifestations into the 3D world. So yeah, you're really tapping into your inner knowing, finding your truth, your authenticity, and holding that power. So this is in your outcome position, final outcome. You got the Nine of Swords along with the Five of Pentacles and then the Twin Flame Union card. So I just wanted to read the Nine of Swords to you. So this is from John Holland. The number 9 denotes completion. Are you finally ready to let go of those limiting negative beliefs? Or are you allowing the issues in your life to become bigger than they really are? Your mind has been doing quite a job on you lately, and even your dreams may be trying to get your attention. When you learn to let go of worry and despair and a sense of hopelessness, a positive new way or path will be shown. This card follows Trapped in Fear, the number 8 mental card. When your fears aren't confronted, your mental anguish will continue. This is a reminder to take action and trust that your soul and the power of spirit will grasp you firmly by the hand and guide you. But you must take the first step towards healing and let go of the mental distress. Don't suffer in silence. Reach out for help that's available. So taking that first step towards freedom, freeing your mind. And then, once you do, you are allowing that union to come in. So there's, it looks to me like in the future, you will be, finally turning towards the light and releasing those negative thoughts. And as a result, union will happen. Okay, so on to the male side, there's a sense of him also building that foundation, wanting to communicate, because he's got 2 pages and also the communication card. Yeah, there's a sense that he's laying this foundation for the future, and he wants to communicate that with you. So he is withdrawing presently so that he can work on this new beginning. There's still a lot of work yet to be done in order for this manifestation to come to fruition. So ultimately he wants that happy ending with you, that final resting place. In the near future, he will be laying that groundwork, starting, having that start in the 3D world, because he also got the 3 of Pentacles as well. Where did that belong? Oh yeah, it was with the Truth card. So this is a brand new beginning in 3D world, where here you're laying that solid foundation. So the 2 of Pentacles talks about finding a balance. So balance is really important in the reading as well. You got the Justice card, which is about balancing, and then we have the Truth card, which is about balancing. So, finding finding the calm within the storm, and you know, laying that anchor in the 3D world. Really taking that step towards material manifestation. So the final outcome, he is going to make a decision. He's going to stand in his truth, and he's going to express that. Uh, that he wants that union. Okay, so back down to the bottom here. I wanted to just read real quickly the Six of Pentacles for you. Okay, so material and spiritual prosperity. The number 6 physical card represents peaceful, tranquil time when problems seem to actually disappear. A sudden bonus, pay raise, or even promotion could be in the offering. It could be expected or arrive out of the blue. This card may also signify a group that has worked towards and strive towards the success of a common goal. A time of prosperity, balance, and harmony in your physical and spiritual existence is showing you that the practice of giving and receiving will bring you to true riches. Look into your life and see where you can spread spiritual and physical wealth. Is there a person or favorite charity that would welcome an act of kindness right now? Practice generosity, gratitude, compassion, so that you can continue to prosper in all areas of your life. So I wanted to also read to you from the Tarot Illuminati. This is for the Eight of Wands. I just kind of want to show you how he's got this really positive outlook on life right now. So the Eight of Wands, the height of ambition. There is nothing better in the world than to let your dreams and ambitions fly free. There is nothing more perfect than being released from doubt and conflict, strife and difficulties, to rush forward with gathered momentum of your will and bring your success even closer. Oh, to be a free spirit, to breathe the free air, to blaze trails in uncharted territory. Yet be warned, ardent traveler, once you start this bold path, you must not falter and you must not pause. It is all or nothing, no half measures. Set your sights on highest goals, aim for the stars, and who knows where you might find yourself. So he's really going for it. Like there's this definite, forward momentum with this goal of union in his future. So this is in his present position. I actually really like this card because he's seeking peace and solitude. So I live on the West Coast, so I like to go down by the ocean and just listen to the waves thundering in the background, and it's very peaceful. Finding that now is so easy. Okay, so I wanted to read that to you from John Holland. So emotional withdrawal. This card represents moving away or withdrawing from a current situation in your life, whether it's an old love, a relationship, or leaving behind what was once familiar in search for new horizons or new beginnings. On a physical level, it's easy to get caught up in the materialistic world, but it's just as important to retreat from the outside world to enable you to pause, reflect, and heal. Schedule alone time so you can commune with your soul and give the power of spirit the opportunity to restore your energy level, giving you vitality to move forward in a positive direction. The number 8 represents infinity, passion, control, and power. This is your time. Use this opportunity to tap into your heart and soul in order to find courage and strength to continue your journey into the wonderful undiscovered territories. So yeah, there's a sense that both of you guys are trying to step into your power, and it's the crowning energy. You're both finding your strength within to go after your heart's desire. So yeah, the two cards that accompany it, like I said, we got this completion, this final happy ending, and he's working towards that. So there's a sense that he achieves that first step in his near future of, you know, establishing this end, this completion in the future, because this is in his near future position. It is the base chakra. So this is I have, and it's everything that has to do with the earthly issues, the physical world. So things like survival, the physical body, issues of money, sustenance, safety, and shelter. So he feels it's important to, you know, build that foundation and have something to offer you in the future. Be open, you know, have something to offer you, share. So yeah, the Two of Pentacles is also accompanying this card. And I wanted to read that to you from the Tarot Illuminati. I just want to give you a sense of his energy that he'll be dealing with in the near future. So he wants this firm foundation, but there's this sense of chaos in order to achieve it. And then once he does, he's going to find his balance, and then he's going to come in with this Ace of Pentacles down here. Okay, so Two of Pentacles, learning the dance of change. When the weight of the world is first gifted to you, you will discover that the earth beneath you is not solid. What you thought was rock is instead shifting shingle. What you thought was fertile earth is quicksand. Let yourself fall into the lie of certainty, believing yourself capable of holding on to everything forever, and you will soon discover your failure. The tree that bends in the wind does not break. It invite you, student of the world, to join me in the dance of change. It is a simple two-step, and it is nothing more than a gentle shift of weight, a tilting of hands. Sometimes it feels like being borne upon the waves, up and down over the rolling sea, and when you find yourself on dry land once more, upon immortal rock, your legs will protest and wish they were once again back upon the shifting, changing world ocean, doing the dance of change. So yeah, I'm getting the sense that, you know, in the near future, there's a change is going to take place. There's a sense that that foundation will be laid, and then that will move him forward. So here we have as his final outcome the Three of Cups, and accompanying it is the Page of Swords. So like I said, this is the messenger. This is speaking your truth. It's cutting through the barriers and opening up communication. So I wanted to read the Three of Cups to you. A time of merriment, celebration, birth, success, and victory is at hand. You're doing what you love most and are pursuing your passion. When you follow your heart and intuition with zeal, there are no limits to what you can achieve. When the energy of excitement and love is present, you can feel it moving within you. Somehow love has a way of showing you that you're connected to something much larger than yourself. The number 3 symbolizes unity, a time to rejoice in gratitude and sharing, whether it's with family members, friends, or even co-workers. This is the moment of fruition for all of your dedicated work. So pat yourself on the back and party and dance in celebration of your accomplishments. So yeah, it seems to me like in the future, either he receives a message or he communicates this feeling of love and union. Ultimately, that's what this reading is about, right? It's union, it's harmony, it's that twin flame connection. And there's no timeline on this. I rarely get any kind of signs that tell me when this will occur. But it seems to me like the path that you're on right now is the right one, and it will lead you towards your destiny. So moving into the union energy, you're bringing in the Two of Wands and the Three of Cups, and like I said, that is about waiting, planting the seeds, watching it grow, and waiting for the return. And Spirit is telling you that the wait is almost over, and it has to do with the Three of Cups, which is that repeated card up there. So we got the Page of Swords, which is about communicating truth, and then we have you with the Justice card, but that has to do with the center energy here. But there's still that sense of wanting truth, communicating truth, and coming together. But you're standing here in a peaceful state. Okay, so he's bringing in illumination, enlightenment. He's waking up. He's having aha moments. He's realizing his purpose. And ultimately, he wants this brand new beginning. He planted the seed. He's found his balance. He nurtured it, helped it grow. He had visions, and his dreams are being manifested. And he is coming to you as this awakened, enlightened person, and offering you a key in the 3D world. And it looks to me like it's going to come to you as a big shock. And it will happen quickly. Okay, so I want to read, I think I wanted to read these both to you. Okay, so I actually just wanted to read the Judgment card to you from the Tarot Illuminati. And the main reason is because there's a sense of this birthing coming out. Like there's the seed that was planted in this womb, and something is about to be birthed into the 3D world. So the Ace of Pentacles is the seed that is planted. So Judgment, the call to awakening. From your birth to your death, you are caged in worldly trappings, weighted down by the world. You are led, ugly metal for everyday use, touched only briefly by the sun. But you may, having glimpsed in the light in the shadows of your tomb, crawl towards it and put yourself through the alchemy process that transmutes lead into gold. You are rock born, coming from the dust of the earth, but you need not return to the dust at the end of your days, if you but strive towards the light. One day you will hear my call of awakening and resurrection. Cast off your chains and let go of fear, moving from darkness into light. You will stretch your arms to the heavens and cry out that you are free. And the tears that fall down your cheek will take forever, or will take fear with them. In the beginning, the earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. And the angel hovered over the face of the waters and said, "Let there be light," and there was light. This is only the beginning, not the end. So you are the light, the sun that is drawing him out of the darkness. There's this birthing, this resurrection, this awakening. And there's a real sense that, you know, he's aware of this twin flame 1111 connection. He's starting to get synchronicities and signs from Spirit. This is the foundation energy. It's a shared energy, which is the Fool card. So this is the new beginning, which I'm going to be reading to you from the John Holland book. So you're bringing in this patience, this waiting, but ultimately this knowing that the ships will come in, that the tides will eventually turn. And he's bringing in this completion, this ending, this release. It's and it's a hard release. It's a dark night of the soul, and which will allow him to give you this key, and it will open this door, you know, which will allow you both to walk through. So the Fool card. Each and every journey begins with the all-important first step. When this card presents itself in your reading, it's confirming that it's time for you to take a brave leap of faith. But be prepared as you do so. This card represents that a great new adventure is awaiting you. It usually shows up when there's a significant inner change happening within you. By selecting this card, it's a sign that those important choices are needed and are about to be made and should be carefully pondered as you proceed with wisdom, thought, and care. Life is constantly trying to nudge you and move you forward. At times it can be daunting when you're faced with a new adventure or direction. Therefore, it calls for inner belief and courage as you take that leap of faith and step into the unknown. During this time, don't be alarmed if you feel lost or even confused. Most people are afraid of change and play it safe by staying where they are. Know that you're through inner guidance, wisdom, and belief in yourself, and by tapping into these tools, you'll be propelled forward on a positive, life-changing path. Don't conform to what society or other individuals expect of you at this time. It's your own adventure. During this time, be like an innocent child with fresh eyes and give yourself permission to live, play, love, and above all, laugh. So this is a heart-centered energy. It's a shared energy. So I want to read the Four of Cups to you. This card signifies a time when you may be experiencing stagnation, discontent, and boredom. Feeling of restlessness and impatience surround you. A relationship, project, or situation isn't moving fast enough and could be draining you emotionally or energetically. You're longing for change, and although one door may be closing, don't focus all your attention and energy on it, as an opportunity will soon knock. A window or another door could quickly open, and if you're not paying attention and awareness isn't focused, you can easily miss it. Watch for synchronicities, events that bring books, speakers, workshops, and new people into your life. Any of these could possibly hold a message for you. Have faith in the divine timing and know that everything changes for a reason. This card acts as a reminder that it's a perfect time to reevaluate and search within your heart and soul for fresh insight. So, yeah, you're bringing this truth, this knowing, and balance. So I wanted to read also the Page of Wands to you because this talks about the womb again. So the Page of Wands, the fuel of the fire. Before fire is even a spark, when it is merely an idea, an impulse towards light and heat, there must be the fuel. No creative act occurs without inspiration, without a foundation, without grounding in the reality of action. I am the grounding in which creative impulses are seated, the waiting womb into which the first fiery burst of inspiration is planted and rooted, the setting of desire when impulse finds action and result. It is in the girding of my loins that I bring forth more fire. Yet with my birthing into actuality of the first spark of inspiration, I also become the limitation of creativity, the boundaries within which desire and passion function. I am the container of fire, the lamp, the torch, the hearth, and I am the vessel of creative thought and passionate impulse, the finished masterpiece, the thrust of desire, the result of inspiration. So yeah, this is a message coming in. It's that plant or that seed that was planted is, it's coming forth. It is arriving. So it's good news, and it's sudden, and it will draw you out of the darkness, and it will open a door, a new door, and he will be holding the key. So your crowning energy, this is what you're both working towards. So it is standing your ground, finding your power, standing up for yourself, going after your dreams, your goals, and your desires, and ultimately manifesting that. He is feeling successful. He feels like he's achieved that foundation, and he's being recognized for it. And then we have you bringing in this Ten of Cups, this happy ending, this feeling of emotional bliss and harmony. So I wanted to read the Ten of Cups to you from the Tarot Illuminati. The happily ever after. Once upon a time there was a boy. He was the youngest of 3 sons. He undertook many tasks and adventures on his quest for understanding and love, and he went out into the world to find himself. Isn't that the real reason for any quest, any adventure? To understand truly is not to know the world out there, but to know the world in here, within yourself. And so the youngest of 3 sons, after many experiences, found a reflection of his quest for understanding in another. A girl, the youngest of 3 daughters, who sought peace, happiness, and fulfillment. In each other they found love. Together they made the world brighter, the sorrows gentler, and the nightmares warmer. Eventually they were married, and in time they became parents to twins, a boy and a girl, who one day would grow up to feel the same desire to look out into the world of happiness. This is the way of the world. The true bliss can only be found in the love one has for oneself and others. Beauty shared and beauty created. That feeling of true love and bliss. That feeling of unity, oneness, wholeness, that divine union. That is our purpose on earth, to love and be loved. Okay, so I'm going to read the messages from the universe for you. So you got Metamorphosis as well as the 5 of Swords. So I see this walking away from conflict, negative energy. So you are in the process of deep and beautiful change. Butterflies earn their wings through great effort. The process of change is often painful, for it is never without losses and sacrifices. If you are to transform from one form to another, a part of you needs to die. Letting go isn't easy, especially when you're used to thinking a certain way about your life and how you live it. Just as a snake sheds its dead skin or a caterpillar dies, so that a butterfly can be born, you're required to release your old ideas and embrace the necessary change so you can have your best life. Perhaps you're being asked to let go of low self-worth, a dream that no longer serves you, a relationship that is draining, or unhealthy habits. Despite your fear, you must accept that this is a transformative time for you. There will be some losses involved, but you'll love what you become. Okay, and he got the making a choice, number 30, and the 1111 card as well. So making a choice. You're required to come to a decision now. You're faced with a dilemma or a fork in the road and must make a conscious choice regarding the next right action. Whatever your choice is, you must take responsibility for it. You needn't be afraid. You may not have all the answers right now because the way ahead can't be known until you've embarked and traveled a few steps. Trust your intuition. Ask for signs from spirit. You will be led. You will be led to the right path. If you remain conscious and aware, your choice will be the right one at this time. Life is always about learning. Success lies in choosing consciously, guided by intuition and spirit. So yeah, like I said before, there's a sense that he's coming forward. He's making a choice, and he's weighed it, and he's using his intuition to guide him, his inner knowing, his higher purpose. And what is that? That twin flame union, harmony. 1111. Okay, so I hope this helped. Much love. Just wanted to point out all the number sequences. So you got 7 ones. Yeah, you got the base chakra, Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, which showed up in the Twin Flame readings. We got the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, as well as the Sun, which reduces to a 1. You got both the Lovers cards. You got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 twos. So that's about union, coming together. Then threes, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 threes. And that's partnerships, alliances, again, unity, two energies coming together to form one, which is love. Then you got, I think, 5 fours. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, there's only... No, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's only 3 fours. So fours is foundation, grounding energy. Then your 3 nines on your side, and that's coming to completion. And then you got a bunch of sixes. So both the Lover's card, then you got 2 6 of Pentacles, and then the 6 of Wands. So I think that's about relationships. You'll have to look it up. But I just wanted to point those out to you. Okay. So once again, I hope this helped. Much love.